What's going on, Canes fans? Welcome to Walking and Venting, episode number 4, the series where I walk along the edge of my property and we talk about the Miami Hurricanes. Usually a hot topic, controversial subject. A lot of times the things that some people are afraid to come on here and talk about. But that's what this series is built for. And what I want to talk about today is the fact that the Miami Hurricanes are jerks again. And apparently our fan base, yes, Miami Hurricanes fans, I'm speaking to you, we have been labeled as the most obnoxious fan base on social media. And we're only 4 weeks into the season. So why is it that this Miami Hurricanes team is loaded with a bunch of jerks? I'm seeing this thrown around all across social media, opposing teams' fans, putting it up, and they're joining forces and talking about the Canes and what's going on with this, right? It's because you are not a Canes fan, and when this team is winning and winning big, and then celebrating on the field and doing the little things, the Cam Ward touchdown celly, the belt to ass. You guys saw it in the USF game when the Miami players ran over to the sideline and they started doing it's not so fun anymore to try to make fun of Miami, is it? It's not so fun when you're on the receiving end of the beatdowns. It's not so fun when you spend the entire offseason labeling this team as offseason champions and then that team is beating you. That's why this team is being labeled as jerks. And to be honest, I absolutely love it. And what I want to know is if you guys do. This is a label that was put on the team, way back in the day whenever they were dominating. What a bunch of jerks, Where's the sportsmanship? And a lot of this is, due to Cam Ward. Cam Ward is a trash talker. Cam Ward is a guy. You guys also saw, when he was being chased down by a USF player on Saturday night, when he kind of looked back and did, no, you're not going to catch me. He loves to go up, right? When they're right there at like the 1 yard line, and he loves to say, hey, we're running the ball right there. Hey, defense, the ball is going right here. Try to stop it. And it's not fun when you're a fan of that team and you're seeing these Miami Hurricanes players do that. You're used to this Miami team celebrating on the sideline when they're down 3-4 touchdowns. That's not the case any longer, at least not so far. So yeah, the Miami Hurricanes are a bunch of jerks. And us Miami Hurricanes fans love it. And you're going to continue to hate it and think about it and worry about it, especially if you're on our schedule this season. But I just thought that was so funny that a lot of these opposing teams' fans believe that that's an insult when, look, as long as we're not getting a bunch of unsportsmanlike penalties and, things that are hurting the team with some silly flags and stuff, there's absolutely nothing wrong with celebrating a lot and talking some trash and beating down some football teams. There is nothing wrong with that. And it's so funny that they're trying to spin this sort of negative narrative and pushing that on the Miami Hurricanes, when this is going to backfire on them, especially since Canes fans wear it like a badge of honor anyways. And we can talk about being labeled as the most obnoxious fan base. I'm seeing that all over social media. And I had these USF fans. This is not going to be a whole USF video. We did that last week. I'm not doing it again. They had their chance. They had their time. But they were coming on there when I was posting receipts. And this one USF fan account comes out and he goes, well, we've already moved on. What a bunch of obnoxious, dumbass Canes fans. I have a life and I'm spending time with my family today. Bro, you run a USF fan account. You spent the entire week talking trash. Of course we are going to have fun with it. What would you do? Let's not even just talk USF. We'll talk about any team. What would you do if this was reversed? If you came out and you hung 50 on Miami, would you not be running your mouth on social media the next day? And probably a minimum 24 to 48 hours. So why are Canes fans obnoxious for doing exactly what you would do if you were in our shoes? You have no answer for that, because of course it's fun to do that. Of course you're going to do it if it were you. Stop lying. We have been waiting for so long to be able to have some fun during a football season and it not be 3 to 4 months of just straight depression. Now, to be fair, we're 4 weeks in. The real games are about to begin. Florida, y'all are trash. FAMU sucks. Nobody cares about Ball State. It's just the truth. USF, you hyped it up. You made it a game for 2 quarters. We handle business. We are running the state of Florida right now. It is what it is. But the real games are about to begin. The level of competition is going to step up big time. And I know Coop, Virginia Tech, they lost to Vandy, they've lost to Rutgers. The level of competition is about to take a giant leap. Cal lost to Florida State. I get it, but it's at Cal. We're gonna get their best game. It is time for ACC play. But we know that. The team's not gonna look ahead. We're just having fun as fans. But I want to give some shout outs and some props to Cam Ward, because it's not just him. It's a group effort. It's the entire team. But I feel like Cam Ward is kind of the driving force behind all of this. Do we agree on that? Cam Ward is the guy that came in and started kind of running his mouth, talking some trash. They said he does it at practice all the time. And if you notice, his fellow teammates are feeding off of that. You're seeing them kind of adopt that same mindset. They've got that winner mentality. They're locked in. They're focused. And they're also doing a lot of the same little celebrations, the taunting, the trash talking, all in good fun. Not getting ahead of themselves, but doing it after we do something big, after we get a lead, after we're taking care of business. And I feel like Cam Ward really kind of kicked that off. I hate to keep throwing his name out there, but TVD would never. That's why I wanted a vocal quarterback and a leader back there. I do have some very unfortunate news about Cam Ward that I hate to bring this up, but I need to remind you guys. There's one really, really unfortunate thing when it comes to Cam Ward at the University of Miami. And it's the fact that we only get him for 1 season. That is such a bummer. Can you imagine how scared opposing teams' fans would be if Cam Ward had like 2 years of eligibility? Bro, that seems to be the only downside so far. This game is in slow motion for him. It's absolutely mind-blowing. And can we also give some credit to Shannon Dawson? Because a lot of the big debates last year was Tyler Van Dyke is, we've seen what he's capable of. What is Shannon Dawson doing? And then people said, well, Mario Cristobal, he's handcuffing Dawson. And then people said, well, Dawson's just being way too conservative. This proves, disclaimer, again, we know, Clemson fans, other team, we know. Coop, pump the brakes. It's only been these 4 teams. We know, but we're just talking about what we've seen so far. We're beating teams in the way we should be beating these teams. What I'm getting at here is look at what Dawson is able to do with a good quarterback. TVD didn't have Dawson in handcuffs last season. He had him in a straitjacket. That man was going crazy because he wanted to do things that he couldn't do because he was limited by Tyler Van Dyke. And prayers up. Hopefully he had that season-ending injury. That's super unfortunate. But I bring it up because that was a huge talking point last season amongst fans, is what's going on with Dawson's play calling. We have a good stable of running backs. We have a competent quarterback. He has actual real threats on the outside that he can throw to. So let's give some credit to Dawson and some of these game plans and schemes and stuff that he's bringing into these matchups. And shout outs to Mario Cristobal for being willing to, once again, make some changes. And that man, listen, you can see it on his face. If you watch some of the post-game stuff, he's so hyped right now. He's been working so hard for this moment, and he knew it was coming, but he just needed us to be patient a little bit longer, which is very difficult to do. For myself included, it's very difficult to do. But they showed in the USF game afterwards, there was like an audio clip of Mario Cristobal. And, you know, the players are all celebrating. They're hanging out. You know, they're high-fiving each other and stuff. And Miami fans traveled really well to USF. You could literally hear Miami fans over USF fans at times in that game. But what Mario Cristobal started doing is he started walking down the sideline, and he was talking to the players. And he's talking to the players, and he says, "Go thank our people. Hey, you be sure to go thank our people first." And what he was talking about was go thank the fans. Go say what's up to the Miami fans who took time out of their Saturday night to travel to Tampa and root for them and support them. And that means a lot. The fans mean a lot to Mario. The program means a lot to Mario. And yeah, we're harsh and yeah, we're critical. But most of us have never denied the fact that he loves the program and we like his vision. We needed to see it. We needed to see another step. And I am embracing the hate. Yes, I'm going to go back and forth, but that's part of the fun. If you're going to hate and throw shade, I am going to trash talk and banter back. That's what we do. Don't throw shade and say, "Yo, man, you guys are so obnoxious." And then I fire back, and then you say, See, I told you. Yeah, we are. We've been waiting for this. So again, embrace it. Everyone's talking about Miami. I think the AP Top 25 poll just came out. Miami moves up now to number 7. Who cares about the number? But you can see we're making some moves here. And yeah, we're going to continue to be obnoxious. And this team is going to continue to be a bunch of jerks. We're not coming in there to play some pansy two-hand touch football. We don't want to play flag football. We want to come out there and punch you in the mouth. And if you punch us in the mouth, we're going to swing back. And this team finally feels like it's playing together. There's chemistry there. They have each other's backs. I think there was a penalty. Maybe it was against Ball State, or maybe it was against another team. I can't remember. But I remember we got a flag, and it was somebody backing up, I believe, Cam Ward. It might have been an offensive lineman. And I said, you know what? Self-inflicted wound. It sucks to get that penalty. But I'm actually kind of here for it. Because they care about each other. They're playing for each other. We've seen it in the past where I remember we would have players that would get surrounded by the opponent. You know, there'd be some pushing and shoving. And everybody else would just be walking to the sideline and just leave him be. Oh, well, I guess he's fend for himself. No, not anymore. No. You put hands on our quarterback late after the play, somebody's going to be saying something to you. They're not playing around, man. They're playing as a unit. They're playing together. They care about each other, and they want to win. I want to be jerks. I want opposing teams' fans to look at us and put that label on this team. As long as we're winning, I don't care. And again, you have to remember, when they're saying jerks, they don't mean that we're doing a bunch of BS stuff in the game. They mean they're pissed because we're winning, and then we rub it in their faces when we're winning, and then we talk trash, and then we're backing up said trash on the field. That's what they mean by being jerks. They can't believe that we would score a touchdown and the team would run over to the sideline and they would start doing the chomp and then do a thumbs down. They can't believe that we would score a touchdown and then do the horns down. Oh, you mean like how you guys used to always do the U and then breaking it over your leg? Or whenever you would take the U and you would throw it upside down? Yeah, you remember that? Now it's flipped. What's wrong? What's going on? Why are you mad? Why you got to start name calling and putting all these labels and stuff on us? Huh? Are you preying on our downfall? I know you are. I'm doing the same for you. But it's time for the real games to start. It's fair to say that. Miami fans are not claiming to be world beaters because we've beaten 4 teams that nobody cares about. Y'all, the opposing team's fans, are the ones putting words in our mouths. Celebrating and having fun after winning a game, there's nothing wrong with that. We could have lost to Memphis, but we didn't. That was you, FSU. And now Memphis lost to Navy, so you also lost to Navy, because that's how it works. Just like how USF fans, the way they talked about hanging with Bama, they couldn't hang with us for even 2 quarters. So I guess we're better than Alabama. I didn't say that. That's not my take. I'm just trying to spin around because everybody's got these little narratives they want to push and all these little things. So how does it feel? So yeah, Miami fans, keep enjoying this. Embrace the hate. Love the team being jerks. Let's continue to be obnoxious. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it at all. Let's hope this team keeps winning and we can keep running our mouths all we want. I've been waiting for it because the first ever football game I watched in my entire life was the 2001 National Championship. I didn't get to experience the glory days. Sometimes people here forget. They say, well, Coop was a bandwagon fan because he watched the 2001 Miami Hurricanes and then he said, I'm a Miami fan now. Bro, I didn't have a team before that. I had literally never watched college football. I grew up on a farm. So that was my first game ever. With that being said, I didn't get to ride the highs of that season or any previous ones. All I can do is watch highlights and dream about what it would have been like. So for me, it's been a whole lot of just downhill. Dookie seasons. I have been waiting for so long to be able to be super confident in a Miami Hurricanes football team and go toe-to-toe with the opposing team's fans and actually feel good about it. And know that when I say these things, there's a good chance that the team is going to take care of everything and handle business on the field. I'm Gucci. I'm good. So I am soaking it up. I'm enjoying every bit of it. And let's hope that this team continues to do what they've been doing now that we're getting into ACC play and the real games begin. We got a short week. If you guys know any Virginia Tech content creators, YouTubers, super fans, anything, please help me out and comment on this video or DM me on Twitter, something. I'm a little worried that I'm going to struggle to find guests if Miami continues to win. That's not a shot. I'm being 100% real. I'm not mean in those inside insight shows. I promote the guest. It's an opportunity for them to grow. But they don't want to come on there and talk about their team because then they're worried about what Miami might do and it makes them look dumb. That's not what it's about. Like, come on. Don't be scared. Let's chop it up down in the comments. Are you obnoxious? Are you a jerk? I guess I am. Remember though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family, but at the end of the day, I gotta say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. I'll see y'all in the next one.